Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow. Last time we boarded the SS Anne after obtaining a bicycle, which is a really nice item, and we've been here battling trainers. This time it's going to be more of the same. We are going to be battling even more trainers on the SS Anne, because as I mentioned last time, this is the only time you are allowed to fight these— oh my god, a max potion? Wow, that gives a full HP restore regardless, which is insane. But yeah, this area, you can only fight these trainers at this one specific time. So I'd really like to fight them all now. Do you fight me? My buddy Machoke is super strong. He has enough strength to move big rocks. Man, there's less people that fight you on this boat than I remember. Alright, what's up this way? Yeah, these guys fight us, definitely. My sailor's pride is at stake. Okay, whatever that means. Alright, Sailor wants to fight. He sends out Horsey, which is a really funny name for a Pokemon. It's a seahorse. So they basically just took the letters and switched their places, and that's how you get the name of this Pokemon. Honestly though, it's not the worst Pokemon name I've ever heard. That honor would probably have to go to Throw and Sock from Generation 5, and like, honestly, I don't hate those Pokemon as much as most people do, but I do have to say their names are pretty friggin' stupid. Anyway, up next is Shelder, which I think we saw in Cerulean Gym? I'm not positive. Luckily, it does not yet have its ice typing that I believe it gains on evolution, so Ivysaur is pretty safe when going after this guy. Alrighty. Now, it's worth noting, I did not heal in between episodes. That was kind of by accident, I do have to admit. But we'll see how far we can go. I think we can make it decently far. Alright, how much is this going to do? Not very effective? Not very effective. Alright. Our defense falls, which isn't the greatest. I don't remember if poison is physical or special. I want to say it's physical, but honestly, it was only around Diamond and Pearl when I started really caring about how stats worked and wasn't just mashing buttons to play this game. And Diamond and Pearl sort of did away with the whole type determines physical / specialness, so I guess I just never really bothered to memorize these types of things. Alright, Ivysaur is pretty low, but I feel like it would be safer for the others to keep it in play. Unfortunately, this Tentacool is faster than me, which I forgot in a lapse of concentration just there, so oh well. Alright, we'll switch over to Pikachu, because Pikachu is pretty friggin' fast, all things considered, so we're just gonna Thundershock this thing into next week. Doubly so, because I think this episode isn't coming out until like a couple weeks after I record it. This is episode 17, and episode 11 just came out today, so yeah, it's coming out 2 weeks from when I'm recording it, which is pretty crazy. You know what they say about sailors and fighting. They fight? They do it? I don't know. Alright, Sailor wants to fight. It is yet another Shelder. And up next is Nidorino. Now, Nidorino is pretty interesting because when it evolves, it's going to gain a ground type and actually become weak to water moves. Luckily, that has not happened yet, so we should be okay, at least for now, when it comes to Nidorino going up against water types. Now, unfortunately, this thing is confusing me and raising its defense, so I think I am going to switch over to Pikachu, just because— oh, little burp there. Sorry about that. I did take a big swig of water in between recordings, so that might have something to do with it. And wait, it confused me again? Oh well, but yeah, Pikachu can definitely deal with this Shelder right here. Alrighty. Nidorino gets level 22, which is very nice. And Pikachu gets level 23, yes. This is why you want to fight the trainers in this area, because they give some pretty serious experience. Like, for real, you want to make as much use of this area as you can. Do you also fight me? Yeah, you do. I like feisty kids like you. Says the creepy, fat 30-something alone in a bedroom with a 10-year-old. Nintendo. Nintendo, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Alright, how much is Horn Attack gonna do on this horsey? About half, which I am definitely okay with. Alright, Horn Attack. Once more should bring this guy down pretty darn quickly, which I am very much a fan of. Yeah, there he goes. Alright, and up next is another horsey. I'm going to switch over to Pikachu just because Pikachu has a very good chance at one-shotting this, and one-shots I am a big fan of, as I have probably mentioned like 60,000 times over the course of all of my Pokemon videos. And there it is, again, barely not one-hitting stuff, which I'm pretty sure I've also mentioned a bajillion times. That's the one awkward thing about waiting like 2 weeks to record new videos, is you kind of forget what you've already ranted about. You ever get that impression? So if I am repeating myself in some respects, I do apologize, but it's been pretty hectic on my end, so you gotta cut me at least a little bit of slack. Alright, and we defeated yet another sailor. Arg, lost it. Yeah, yep. And we get Ether. Sea Pokemon live in deep water. You'll need a rod. Get me out of this room. Ugh. Alright, next room. They just keep going and going and going. Do you fight me too? Yeah. This is where all the big trainers are. You got a whole ton of sailors down on this floor. Alright, we have another Tentacool, which I gotta say, Tentacool is one of those Pokemon I just hate fighting, because I can never remember what exactly works really well on them. They have a deceptively good typing. They're water and poison. And I feel like water and poison is just a really nice combination that tends to resist a lot of things that you really didn't think about resisting / wanting to resist, but you just do. Alright, Staryu is coming out next, which I think I might have mentioned this before, but I very strongly considered using one of these on the team for this Let's Play, but it was not meant to be, so anyone who's been trying to guess what Pokemon is going to be the last one on the team, I'm sorry, but it's not Staryu or Starmie. Alright, bring you down, and I could have sworn there was a healing spot on this boat, but maybe it's only in the remake, which would be just the Nintendo thing to do. Alright, TM44, I want to say that's Rest. I know that's Rest in later games, at least I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's Rest in this one too. Nice. Alright, very good guess on my part. Funny how the only TMs I remember from Generation 1 are the ones that didn't change later on in the series. Hello, stranger. Stop and chat. All my Pokemon are from the sea. Don't even ask me where that accent came from, because even I really don't know. Alright, these guys use a lot of water Pokemon, as you can probably tell, so bringing in Pokemon that are good against water, definitely a good thing, although I believe Tentacool isn't actually weak to grass by virtue of its poison type. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. It's the dreaded Rap Attack. Oh, this is such a stupid mechanic. I'm so glad they changed it in Gold and Silver. Hey. Alright, Nidorino gets level 23, which is very good. And up next is Staryu. I'm going to keep Nidorino in for this one just because Pikachu is very low on health, and if it can't manage to one-shot something, it's as good as unconscious, which we would like to avoid as much as possible, because Pikachu is the only Pokemon in this game that has happiness that takes a hit when it faints. Yes, I know words. I just have to take a pause to remember them. Alright. Shelder is last up. How much is Horn Attack going to do to you? Not too terribly much, because Shelder is a very defensive Pokemon, because, you know, it's a shell with a tongue sticking out of it for reasons I cannot fathom. Shelder's just one of those Pokemon I just really don't get on a conceptual level. Like, I get what it's supposed to be, but what's the deal with the tongue? Like, really, did someone at Game Freak just really want to put tongue Pokemon in the game? Oh, that's something I really don't want to think about. Okay, and I assume you will also fight me. I'm really playing my luck here. Matey, you're walking the plank if you lose. Yeah, I darn well might, because I'm honestly pushing my Pokemon to the limits right here. But luckily, this guy only has one Pokemon, and it's a Machop? Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining, it just seems like a little bit of an odd choice, but I guess sailors are gonna need some Pokemon to do heavy lift. Oh god, Karate Chop. Watch it critical. Yep. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, what is it with Karate Chop inflicting critical hits? I don't even know. Alright, Thundershock, please KO it. Not even close. Oh, this might actually be a little bit of an issue. Alright, I am going to send out Paris as a bit of a fall guy, as crazy as it seems, because I actually need to heal my Pokemon, which has me a little bit nervous. Alright, we are going to potion this guy. Luckily, I believe Paris actually resists fighting, so it might survive this? Yeah, it does. Alright, we are going to potion Charmeleon again to get it all the way up to full, because we're actually not in a very good way right now. Alright, there's the critical. Alright, I'm pretty sure Charmeleon can probably take this guy out in one hit. At least I hope he can. Alright, we are faster, which is good, so we can technically get away with 2, but we only needed 1. Very good. And we defeated the sailor, and it was actually pretty darn close. Alrighty, is there even an item over here? No, there's not, so there's really no point to that room other than the battles. And it's a dead end right here, so I mean, I guess we can say we covered this entire portion of the ship. But anyway, with that, I think I need to bail on this ship for a moment and not dip into a room by accident. The D-pad on my controller is a little bit wonky, I do have to admit. I am actually going to go heal, so I will be right back. Alrighty, we are back, we are all healed up, and I also grabbed Bellsprout back out of the PC since we can't get Squirtle just yet. Mainly as a just-in-case measure. Anyway, this is the only way on this boat we have not gone yet, so let's check it out. This ship, she is a luxury liner for trainers. At every port, we hold parties with invited trainers. Very cool! Why hasn't this boat appeared in any other game that takes place in any other region? Oh, the perfect opportunity for like an Easter egg, but they never take it. Our captain is a sword master. He even teaches Cut to Pokemon. It's interesting, Cut has a relatively mundane name in the English version of Pokemon, but I believe in the Japanese version, its name is a very specific martial arts technique. Hang on, I'll bring it up here and see what we can see. Alright, Sailor wants to fight. He sends out Machop. I send out Ivysaur because Ivysaur is, of course, back. Okay, it looks like if I'm pronouncing this correctly, Cut is referred to in the Japanese version as Iai, which, what does that mean? Alright, Bulbapedia trivia section, help me out. It refers to Iaido, a Japanese martial art. Specifically, it refers to the technique of drawing a blade from its scabbard, cutting down the opponent, and then resheathing the blade. Yes, very cool. It has a very deep cultural meaning in Japan, which makes it a little sad that they would call it something as mundane as Cut in the English version, because it just doesn't convey anything nearly as cool. Like, seriously. Alright, Tentacool is coming out, and so is Pikachu, because I want to get this guy down pretty quick, because we're right about at time right here. Alright, gonna take an acid to the face, which please don't poison me. I don't want to run back to the center. Thank you. And Thundershock. Very good. Very good indeed. Don't get a level, but it's pretty good. I was just careless. But we mustn't be careless. I'll probably never let's play that game just because of how huge it is. Anyway, I think with that we are going to be ending things off here, because I think we're pretty close to our time limit if the math in my head regarding the video cuts is correct. So, this past episode of Pokemon Yellow, we continued on battling with trainers on the SS Anne. That's literally all we did. Next time we're going to be doing much of the same, but we might actually finish the area. If we don't, we'll get really darn close. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.
ワンリキー怪力ポケモン高さ 0.8 メートル重さ 19.5 キログラム全身が筋肉になっており 子供ほどの大きさしかないのに、大人100人を投げ飛ばせる。